Deshaun Watson is not worried about interceptions. Not right now. That's what great quarterbacks would say. It's just training camp, so let's all calm down. I want to throw up just talking about that. What do you mean you're not worried? But let's talk about it. Come on in, cut on your lights, and have a seat. Deshaun Watson was interviewed before practice training camp on Saturday, August the 1st, and at this point in time, he had 3 interceptions, and I'm going to paraphrase. He said that, aggressively, I'm pushing the offense, and he welcomed the high turnover rate by a defense he considered elite. Now, I'm not going to paraphrase, and I quote from Deshaun Watson. Of course, and again, we have a really, really good defense, so they're going to make plays too. Sometimes you want to be aggressive, and they're going to make plays. We're going to make plays. I think it would be really bad if we're completing all the balls and touchdowns and they weren't making plays. Are you kidding me right now? Am I in the twilight zone? Did I wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Or am I the only one that's reading this incorrectly? What do you mean? What are you talking about? We are right now currently on August the 2nd, 2026, or whenever you're watching this video, we are in the point of training camp where you're still in helmets and shorts. I do understand you don't want one side of the football completely dominating the other side of the football. I do understand that point, and I understand that view, but that's where I stop. I don't want to hear, we're going to make some plays, and they should make plays, so I'm okay with it. There is no point in time where you should be okay with throwing interceptions. I don't care if you're in pads. I don't care if you're in shorts. I don't care if you're in boxers. You get the point where I'm going with this. So this nonchalant attitude from Deshaun Watson of, mere bag of shells, it's just 3 interceptions, who cares? I'm just working out the kinks. I'm pushing the ball down the field. I'm getting my timing right. Mary Kay Cabot the other day was making excuses for him. And if you want to read the entire article, it's on cleveland.com. And I believe, yes, Mary Kay Cabot did write this article. So she was making excuses for him. And now Deshaun Watson is kind of doubling down. But here what makes it worse. If you didn't know, Sunday, August the 2nd, he threw 3 more interceptions on August the 1st. And what makes it even worse, it was against the second team. So not only are you throwing interceptions on the first team, now you're throwing interceptions on the second team. I know one of them wasn't his fault. I guess it hit the tight end's hands and, blah, blah, blah. Listen, when you are a $230 million quarterback, nobody cares. Nobody's going to want to hear any type of excuse when we haven't even put the pads on yet. And this dude is looking terrible. When are we going to get over the fact, or I don't even know if I'm using the right words, but when are we going to understand it? He's done. He is toast. I was the same person who was behind the Deshaun Watson train. I even said he was going to break records. I said he was going to break Cleveland Browns passing record. Boy, was I wrong. 6 interceptions. You know how many interceptions Shedeur Sanders has? 1 interception. I know it's just training camp, and I understand people say you can't judge them off helmets and shorts, but we only can judge on what they have done so far. And so far, they have only played in helmets and shorts. So that's the only piece of information that I have to give for you. So let's look at the final camp numbers so far for the first week for Deshaun Watson. I have the information. He is 58 for 90, 3 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. That is not good. And I know that is Captain Common Sense. That is not good for Deshaun Watson. So I'm not going to bloviate. I'm not going to be here forever. I'm not going to waste your time. But Shedeur Sanders, on the other hand, before I get out of here, he's 64 for 91, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So you can do the math just by the numbers. If we go week 1 in the books, Who is winning the quarterback competition? It's Shedeur Sanders. A 3-year-old eating a fruit roll-up could tell you Shedeur Sanders is winning the quarterback competition right now. It's not that hard. It doesn't take rocket science. But I will tell you this nonchalant attitude Deshaun Watson's having, it makes me want to roll in the corner of my closet and cry tears. Because right now, he's still quarterback number 1 until somebody says otherwise, because he was going into camp quarterback number 1. He started off taking the first team reps, and Shedeur took the first team reps second. So until I am told otherwise, right now I am operating under the fact that Deshaun Watson is quarterback number 1. Somebody please help me. But after training camp week 1, I believe Shedeur Sanders has taken leaps and bounds, and if there was a gap to be closed, that gap is closed and there is no more gap except the clothing store. I don't even know where that came from, but I'm keeping it in the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you tell me, should we be concerned with Denzel? What? Not Denzel. Should we be concerned with Watson's interceptions? He has thrown 6 interceptions in 1 week of training camp, or should we be like Deshaun Watson and go, it doesn't matter. It's just training camp. It's helmets and shorts. I'm just trying things. I'm throwing the ball down the field to my receivers. The defense is phenomenal. You know, when I come in on Sunday, I'm going to play against scrubs, I guess. I guess he thinks he's going to play against scrubs on Sunday, so it doesn't matter. What are we talking about? Okay, I'm done. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for always being here. If you have got to the end of the video, make a comment, and at the end of your comment, just hashtag interception, because that's what we're talking about, interceptions. And please leave a like. Please, if you're new, hit that share button, hit that like. I said like twice because I need you to hit the thumbs up. That's all.